All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Jake Long here with you from Eads, Tennessee on the campus of Briarcrest Christian. Just about set to get underway here with this varsity baseball game. These two teams met just a week ago. Magnolia Heights walked away with a 2-1 victory. It is senior day here at Briarcrest. That's why the long delay between the junior varsity and varsity game. But we are just about set to get underway. We will give you the Chiefs lineup here on the regular season finale on this Saturday afternoon. Not a whole lot of changes to the lineup. Prosick, Miller, Barnes, the top three. Sowell, Pratt, Coley in the middle. Price, Weldon, and Burford round out the Chiefs lineup. They will be facing Lance Bryan this afternoon. He is a senior for this baseball team at Briarcrest. They come into this one 17-9 with just a couple of weeks left in their regular season. Of course, as we mentioned, the Chiefs wrapped up or will be wrapping up the regular season today, and we will start our playoff series with Wayne on Tuesday. We'll be on the road on Tuesday. Wayne we saw in the second round last year, so they are the number 4 seed from Division 2. Try to get you some numbers here on Bryan. He is got a 1.09 ERA. He's 3-1 on the mound. This will be his 8th appearance, according to Max Preps. He has given up 15 hits in 32 innings. Really good ratio there. He struck out 56 and only walked 16. So those are some numbers on Lance Bryan, senior right-hander. They announced he was going somewhere to play college baseball, but I was not close by to take all that down. I think it may have been Trevecca, which is an NAIA school, I believe, in Tennessee. So the first Chief he'll face, Cole Prosick, 483 on the year. Team leader with home runs with 11, 6 doubles, to his credit for the junior second baseman. Swings it from the left side. First pitch swinging, foul, and we're underway here this afternoon. Breaking ball bounced to second on the run. Underhand toss is Fotopoulos. He flips it to Brady for the first out of the inning. Brings up Trey Miller. Miller 329 here in 2025. He has appeared in all 32 games the Chiefs have played this year. And takes a fastball called strike. Miller with 10 extra base hits, 5 doubles, 4 triples, and 1 home run. Here's a bouncer through the right side, and it's a 1-out single for Trey Miller. That'll bring up Ethan Barnes. The team leader in RBIs with 40. He's batting .400 here in his senior campaign. He will be handling the catching duties to start this one. Breaking ball hit sharply to short. Rogers, they still can't handle it. Rogers couldn't get it out of his glove. He tried to flip it to Fotopoulos, who also couldn't handle it, and it'll be an error on the middle infield, and they will be at first and second for Preston Sowell. Sowell 388, second on the team in home runs with 6, second on the team in RBIs with 31. Sowell also with 9 doubles to his credit. Brian works out of the stretch. First pitch breaking ball. It's low. Ball 1. Comes with fastball, strike 1. Runners in scoring position. Sowell's hitting .474. That's first on this team. Here's a bouncer to short. It'll get through as it takes a high hop past the shortstop, and the Chiefs will plate the first row of the baseball game. Their second hit of the inning, and Sowell's 32nd RBI. So that'll bring up Quincy Pratt. And there's a ball. Pratt 370. 12 extra base hits to his credit. Takes a breaking ball there. We're even at 1-1. 3 home runs for the sophomore. 26 RBIs, looking for number 27 here. This was hit sharply to second, but a nice play by Fotopoulos, leaping in the air there for the second out. So Pratt hit it well, but right at the second baseman. That will bring up Shaw Coley, the senior left fielder. The 31st game of the year for Coley. Chance to deliver a 2-out RBI here. Fastball, strike 1. Brian steps off. As for the sign again. Comes the 0-1. It's up. We're even. It's in the dirt. Coley will find his way ahead in the count. Wind blowing straight out to center, as you can see there on the flag just above the batter's eye. Breaking ball on the outside corner, 2-2. A couple of balls burnt some outfielders, and one left the yard in the junior varsity game earlier. The Saints took that one 10-3. Here's the 2-2. Bouncer to short. Speck will have a chance to throw. Is in time, and that will do. Excuse me. That was Speck. Started saying Rogers, but that was actually Speck there who completed that 6-3 put out. So the Chiefs put up 1 on a couple of hits. We'll be back in just a moment to tell you about the Chiefs' defense as John Griffin Lane drawing the start today on the mound. All right, welcome back. Bottom of the first inning. As we mentioned before the break, John Griffin Lane drawing the start this afternoon. Be the 10th game that Lane has appeared in. He is 2-0 on the year. He's logged 19 in a third inning, got a 1.18 ERA. He has struck out 21. He has walked 9, so just a little better than a 2-1. He has given up 16 hits. So just below a hit an inning for Lane. Quickly, the Chief defense for you in the outfield: Coley, Burford, and Price. The infield will go Pratt, Miller, Prosek, and Weldon. Good fastball there, but just a touchdown, says the home plate umpire. This is Landon Rogers. It's 2-0. Rogers on the year, 392. 6 doubles and 1 home run for the Saints ball club. All speed there, unable to check his swing. 2-1. Comes right back with a fastball. Pratt backhands it. Throws a little high, but Weldon 6'4", so that's no problem there. 1 up, 1 down. So Fotopoulos now swings it from the left side. He is 265 on the year. He does have 5 extra base hits. I was looking at the gentleman above him. 3 doubles and 2 home runs. Takes the first pitch breaking ball, called a strike. Griffin Lane, the Northwest signee. This one's fouled off, ahead 0-2 now. Chiefs have Fotopoulos played straight up on the infield, shaded just a little bit oppo in the outfield. Tries with the right door breaker, it misses. 1-2. Will go the count. Barnes sets up inside, comes to a back foot breaking ball. Nice pitch there. Lane picks up his first strikeout of the afternoon. So Braden Holland will come to the plate now. Holland, the catcher this afternoon. 296 on the year for Holland. He's a sophomore. 5 doubles, no homers, 10 RBIs. Takes the first pitch fastball there, and a nice pitch from Lane. 0-1. Lane working completely out of the stretch here. Bouncer to short. Miller fields it on a tweener hop. Throws over in time. 6-3 if you're scoring at home. 3 up, 3 down for John Griffin Lane in the bottom of the first. We'll head to the top of the second. The Chiefs are on top. 1-0. We'll be right back with more Chiefs baseball. All right, welcome back. Top of the second inning. Looks like both of these teams will be going with Johnny Holstaff today, as in the second inning, Briarcrest has elected to go to the bullpen, and they've called on Hunt Solomon. He is a senior, and he has appeared in 7 baseball games this year. This will be the 8th. He has not given up a run, and with that has a .00 ERA. So that's the numbers on the quick numbers on Solomon. Digging a little deeper, he's given up 9 hits in 14 innings. The 1 run he gave up was not earned. He struck out 7 and walked 2. So Hunt Solomon, the new pitcher for the Saints, he will face Price, Weldon, and Burford, 7, 8, 9 in the Chiefs order here in the top of the second. Jack Price, 243 on the year. Average has slowly come up over the last few weeks. Those of you that have been watching us either online or at home, you've noticed the bat of Price has started coming around, and that's why he's found his way to the 7th spot in this order. So Solomon, a right-hander, working here out of the stretch. First pitch swinging. Third baseman unable to field it cleanly. Rogers will have to throw in a hurry. And not real sure if Jack stepped on something out of the box, rolled his ankle or what, but on something that you would have thought Price would have beat out easily. He comes up lame coming down the line. So not real sure, but something to keep an eye on. Not sure if he rolled his ankle out of the box or what. Here is Leland Weldon, first baseman today. Takes a change up in there for a strike. Weldon, 247 here in 2025. Lines this one to third, but a nice play by Rogers, as Weldon stung it. Here's Braden Burford, senior center fielder. Try to create something here with 2 outs and get the lineup to turn over. Off speed. Strike 1. Tennessee has at least another week, maybe 2 of regular season baseball on the way. Bouncer to third. Rogers with a chance to make all 3 outs in the inning, and he does. 5-3. So that will do it for the Chiefs in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. None were left. After 1 1/2, Magnolia Heights is on top of Briarcrest, 1-0. Home half of the second, just about set to get underway. Luke McGee lead it off for Briarcrest. McGee, 333. Third on the team in plate appearances. Takes a strike there. Got 21 RBIs. Does have one long ball to his credit this year. Another breaking ball swings through it. Never mind, they'll say he got a piece of it, 0-2. So Lane ahead in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. And looks like we got some pitch comm issues as Barnes asked for the sign again. Here's the 0-2. Challenged him with a fastball, tried to get in, it's fouled off. Fouled off again. We'll do the 0-2 for a third time here in just a moment. Good pitch there. Made the adjustment he couldn't on the first 2. Pitch just misses the zone. Comes the 1-2. Off the end of the bat. Looks like it's going to get down, and it will. Coley cuts it off, but it's a leadoff single for the Saints here in the second. So that'll bring up Taylor Brady. .328 for the senior. 4 doubles, no homers. Does have 9 RBIs. He swings it from the left side. Misses outside. 1-0. See if Lane can get a ground ball here right at someone. 2-0. .20 fastball in there. Good pitch from Lane. The Chiefs have only turned 8 double plays this year. Hit and run on here. Coley takes about 6 steps and then slips trying to throw the ball back in. And so there's the first out of the inning on that F7. And this will bring up Clayton Speck. Said that backwards, junior, 236. He's the shortstop. 3 home runs for the junior. Snap throw down to first. It's close. He's back in there. Pitch was called a ball, so it's 1-0. On that note, the Chiefs have caught 12 runners stealing on 15 attempts this year. So that is what you call shutting down the running game. Fastball outside corner, called a strike. Chiefs are fielding .947 on the year. This one gets by Barnes. 2-1 will go the count. Wild pitch there. So the Saints have a runner in scoring position with an out. And JG wants a new baseball. So we got a small delay in the action. So Price rolled his ankle, they said, on about the second step out of the box in the last inning, but he is in right field right now. Seems to be okay. Something to keep an eye on, though, as we go. This one low as well. So the count is now 3-1. Good pitch there. Pratt fields it on a high hop. Checks the runner at second. Throw over in time. 5-3. So Lane Elrod will come to the plate now. Elrod, 444 on the year. And he's only appeared in a half of the baseball game, just over half that this team has played. This is his 13th appearance of the year. Takes a fastball there, strike one. Good pitch as Lane looks to slam the door here in the second. Breaking ball popped up. Will it stay in for Weldon? It will not. 0-2. Lane sets. Here comes the 0-2. Breaking ball. And Elrod fights it off. He will see another one. Misses up in the zone. 1-2. See if go back to breaking ball away after Elrod had to duck that one. Change the eye level just a bit. Barnes does set up away. It is the breaker, but it's up and then backed up on Lane. And it'll even up at 2-2. Senior needs to make a pitch here. 2-2 breaking ball. Strike three called, and he does just that, and that will do it for the Saints in the second. They do get a hit. They do put a runner in scoring position, but J.G. Lane is able to slam the door. We will head to the top of the third with the Chiefs on top, 1-0. All right, top of the third inning, top of the Chiefs order, Prosick, Miller, Barnes. And if anyone should reach, Preston Sowell with an opportunity to do damage here in the third. Prosick 0 for 1 this afternoon. They will stay with Hunt Solomon on the mound for the Saints. We're not aware of any other defensive changes. They will play Prosick to pull. Shows bunt. It's a good one. He'll try to beat the shift, and he does. So it's a leadoff single for Cole Prosick. And he shows off a little versatility there as they played him to shift, and he lays a perfect bunt down. So Trey Miller now with one aboard. Singled through the right side his first time up. Third baseman in on the grass here, anticipating another bunt. He doesn't bunt. Instead, he hits this one sharply to center. Ranging back is Walker. Miller put a good charge into it. But Houston Walker catches it a couple of steps in front of the track. And there's the first out of the third. So here's Barnes. Reached on an E6. In his first at bat. We mentioned 40 RBIs on the year for the senior. That leads this team by now 8 over Sowell. Picked up his 32nd. A hitter later in the first. Solomon with a look over of Prosick. Goals inching towards double-digit steals. If he hadn't gotten there already, breaking ball called a strike. He was at 9 heading into the series with Bio. He's now at 11, so he got 2 in that 3-game set. They will pick off over, and he's safe. Those 11 bags are second on the team to Miller's 19. That's 20 stolen bases between the top 2 in your order when they get on. And it hits Barnes, so they'll be at first and second once again for Sowell. And Barnes will give way to Drumheller. Courtesy runner this afternoon for the catcher. So Solomon in some trouble here. See what Sowell can do with it. He'll call it a strike. Like a changeup that just ran back over the heart of the plate. Preston seemed a little frustrated with himself for taking it. See, the 0-1 pitch coming. It's popped up. It'll get out of play. And the senior Sowell down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Two wasted outside. We'll go to 1 and 2. A couple of Saints trotting down to their bullpen, which is behind their indoor facility. We'll see if they do something different in the 4th. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Swung through a changeup. For the second down of the inning, so Quincy Pratt, who lined out to second his first time up. Prosick danced his way off a second. Solomon with another look back And he'll bluff an inside move. Or excuse me, bluff a throw with an inside move. Drumheller runs well at first as well, so could see a double steal here in just a moment. It won't come here, but it's off the end of the bat of Pratt, 0-1. Bouncer foul. Pratt now down on the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Oh-2. Pratt chases one out of the zone, but he's able to foul it off and remain alive. Solomon may be the lucky one there, as that looked like it was something soft and up. He will set. Here comes his second 0-2. Prosek is moving. Runners are moving, and it's foul. So Pratt will remain alive as that ball was just a couple of feet foul down the third base line. Swing and a miss, swung through another changeup. So Solomon was in some trouble, but the Chiefs let him off the hook, and we'll move to the bottom of the third. Magnolia Heights is on top of Briarcrest 1-0. It'll be 8-9-1 in the Saints order. Caleb Cowles getting set to lead off the home half of the third inning. Cowles is the right fielder in this afternoon's baseball game. 117 on the year for Cowles. Looks to be an everyday player, as this is game number 27. He's appeared in 25 according to Max Preps, and he fouls that one off, 0-1. As we mentioned, 17-9 are the Saints. One breaking ball misses up. That was a better one there, but looked like it handcuffed Barnes just a bit. The Chiefs are 30-4. Finally, a unanimous #1 across all major Mississippi polls. Here's a bouncer to short. Nice play by Miller, 6-3. Also came out number 10 in Baseball America this week, and Perfect Game did another national poll, and I believe it was 41. I could be wrong there. if they do a top 50 poll. So here's Houston Walker, the center fielder. Right-handed swinger checks his swing before we can even get you his numbers. He'll be retired 3 unassisted, and the lineup will now turn over to Landon Rogers, who's had a good day defensively. He's 0 for 1 at the plate. So if the plan was for Lane to get you through the lineup one time, he has done that. I believe everyone after this is scheduled for 1 inning. Not sure of the order. Strike one called there. Everyone in the Chiefs dugout pleased with that pitch as it was competitive down in the zone. Count will even up at 1-1. Breaking ball. Checks his swing. PFP for Lane. He underhand toss to Weldon. So 1-3. And that'll do it for the home half of the third. After 3 complete, Magnolia Heights 1. Briarcrest nothing. All right, top of the 4th inning. Shaw Coley, Jack Price, Leland Weldon. 6, 7, 8 in the Chiefs order. They are sticking with Solomon. Chris McMahon reported a change to the home plate umpire in the half inning. We are going to assume that was the pitching change for the bottom half as Jack Price stands in front of us. He's the only possible replacement that could have, or a possible person could have been seeing a replacement defensively. As we mentioned, he rolled his ankle his first at bat. Coley takes that one up, 1-0. And that one's low. Coley had 2-0. Comes the 2-0 pitch. Something soft, called a strike. Swung through a breaking ball there, and we're even at 2-2. Got Coley to chase there. There are 2 arms getting loose in the Saints bullpen, which we can just barely see from our vantage point. Coley smokes this one to center, and it's another inning with a leadoff single for Magnolia Heights. Jack Price to the plate now. He grounded out to third his first time up. Strong possibility of a bunt or hit and run here. Coley runs well. Down at first, Price plus runner at the plate. Solomon. Price asks for time, doesn't get it, lays down a great bunt. It stays on the line, just goes foul. Nice heads-up play by Rogers there. It was a really good bunt from Price. It was 60-plus feet down the line before it finally went foul. Home plate umpire telling Price he was just a little late asking for it. Wind starting to pick up again here at the ballpark. Here comes the 0-1 from Solomon. He will pick off first, and this time the home plate umpire did award time, so there was no play at first to be made. This time was called before the pick. Price still up in the box when anticipate the bunt stays on. It does. He gets it down, one up out of the zone. Solomon will have to field his position, and he does, but the sacrifice is completed. 1-3. And the runner will be in scoring position for Weldon. He lined out to third in the second. It was the inning that Rogers completed every put out in the frame. Weldon 200 on the year when runners are in scoring position. Only 247, as we mentioned, overall. 13 RBIs to his credit. Good pitch there, 0-1. This one's popped up to center. Walker retreating a couple of steps. Coley looks to tag. There will not be a throw to third. And Coley will advance 90 feet. And Burford will hit with 2 away. Burford with a bouncer to third in the second. Fastball's up, 1-0. Pitch. It's low, and it doesn't get far enough away for Coley to advance. The count will advance to 2-0. And that'll bring out the pitching coach for a quick conversation. And the conversation is a short one. So Solomon sets. Here comes this 2-0 pitch. This one's hit well to left, but right at McGee. And that will do it for the fourth. Once again, the Chiefs threaten, but they're unable to push anything across. Sounds like, based on the announcement from the public address announcer here at the park, that will be it for Solomon. That will also be it for John Griffin Lane, as Lane Carpenter will be coming to the mound for Magnolia Heights. We'll be right back with the bottom of the fourth. All right, Lane Carpenter coming to the mound now. It's his 6th appearance of the year. He is 1-0. He has thrown 8 2/3 innings. Got a 1.67 ERA. Excuse me, 1.62. He has struck out 3. He has walked 3. He has given up 7 hits, so just under a hit an inning for Carpenter. He will be facing 2, 3, 4 in this Saints lineup. Fotopoulos, Holland, and McGee. So Fotopoulos, a switch hitter as he swung it from the left side. His first time up, he will change over and do it from the right side here, facing the lefty Carpenter. So with Lane on the mound now, I do believe Hayden Smith is next. And I'm only doing that just because he grabbed his glove and trotted down to the pen. Good pitch there, strike one. So Connor Edge would most likely follow that with Pratt and Prosick to finish us off. This one misses in the dirt. Of course, it's a turf infield here, just saying dirt by habit. We're even at 1-1. Carpenter working out of the stretch. Here comes his 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 called. Barnes thought it was strike 3 and threw it down to Quincy at third. Here comes the 1-2. Popped up but foul. That one gets over on the soccer field here on the Briarcrest campus. Pops him up. Could land right on top of us. Just over our head. Count remains 1-2. That one's spiked, and we'll go to 2-2. And that one's spiked, and we're full. Need the Adam ball here on the payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 up, 1 down. So Braden Holland 0 for 1, retired 6-3 in the bottom of the first. straight up everywhere. Strike called. Oh, 1 pitch. As in the dirt. We will go to 1-1. Misses low. 2-1. Competitive pitch, bottom of the zone, strike 2. And that one misses low in the dirt. We're full once again. This one's hit sharply to third. Pratt puts a glove on it. Throws just a little bit high, but Weldon secures it. Out number 2. Luke McGee singled to lead off the second. Looking ahead to the 5th, it will be the top of the Chiefs' order. As for the 3rd time today, Cole Prosek will lead off an inning. Fastball. We're going to assume it was up. 1-0. That one was up. 2-0. Strike called outside corner. 2-1. Popped up. It'll get out of play. 2-2 will go the count. Two pitch forthcoming. Pops up. Foul down the right field side once again. So the 2-2 coming for a 3rd time. It's low, and every hitter this inning has found their way to a full count. Great pitch there at the bottom of the zone, but it'll be a 2-out walk. So Taylor Brady 0 for 1. He's the one that flew out to Coley on the hit and run. That one misses high. Barnes snap throw down. Runner gets back. Bouncer to second. Prosek had him played perfectly, 4-3. And that will do it for the home half of the 4th. It'll be the top of the Chiefs' order when we come back in the top of the 5th. Cole Prosek getting set to lead us off here in the fifth. 1-0 remains the score. There is a new pitcher in the baseball game for Briarcrest. And this one is a hooking line drive down the right field line. And it's a leadoff single for Cole Prosek, his second hit of the afternoon. We'll see if Miller bunts here. He did not the last time that Prosek led off with the single. Miller is 1 for 2. He did hit that one well to center last time up. Bunt is on. It was for a hit this first time. Fouls it off. Snap, throw down. And the ball gets away. Prosek will try to get to second. The throw will come there, but it's way late. And so the sacrifice is completed for the Chiefs as it's the second error on Briarcrest this afternoon. So it'll be a runner at second with no one out. See if the time the Chiefs' order can come through. Difficult day so far. Other than Sowell getting the hit with runner in scoring position, the count is 0-2 to Miller. Look like something soft and away. Here's the 1-2. First we got an inside move to see what might be up with Prosek. Fastball inside corner, strike 3, and Miller down looking for the first out. Here in the second. So Ethan Barnes and his 40 RBIs. Chiefs would really like him to make it 41 here. Breaking ball hit sharply down the third base line, but foul. And that one's up, and then we're at a 1-1 count now. This one's hit sharply to second, but right at Fotopoulos. He throws over in time. 4-3. So it's all up to Preston Sowell now. With a runner at third and 2 away. The Chiefs are in jeopardy of missing out on their third opportunity in the last 4 innings to add some insurance. Breaking ball down and out, 1-0. This one's hit well to right center field. Wynn's going to push it out there, and it'll get down. It'll get by. Preston Sowell hustles into second, and it's a single and an error on the center fielder, Preston Sowell, with his second RBI of the afternoon, helping the Chiefs get a 2-0 lead here in this baseball game. And they're going to go ahead and run for Sowell here with 2 outs. He'll re-enter if it comes back to him. Quincy Pratt with an opportunity now with a runner in scoring position. Oh, 1 the count. Gets in on the hands. It'll be a tough play for the third baseman, Rogers, but he is able to complete it, and that'll do it. But the Chiefs do pick up a 2-out RBI off the bat of Preston Sowell, and will take a 2-0 lead to the bottom of the 5th. We do anticipate a pitching change here in this inning. We'll let you know about it when we come back. All right, it is Hayden Smith getting 6, 7, 8 in this Briarcrest order. Smith faced this team just 1 week ago, went well into the baseball game, I believe into the 5th, if my memory serves me correct. Fastball called a strike. It was Smith's best start of the year at a much-needed time for this ball club. Smith has appeared in 12 games. He's ahead in this count 0-2. He's thrown 20 innings in those 12 games. Got a 1.05 ERA, struck out 13. He's walked 8. He's given up 11 hits. Has popped up foul. And that one misses up, and we will go to 1-2. Speck 0 for 1. Grounded out to Pratt. It's first time up. And we're at 2-2 now. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is low and we're full. So 0-2 to 3-2. Smith That one's up and it's hit well, and it'll be at least a double to lead off the inning for Speck. We'll see if he tries for third. He will not. So it's a leadoff double for the 6-hole hitter. Lane Elrod, a strikeout victim, his last time up. So now you're in danger of giving up that insurance run that you just purchased in the top half. Smith will have to work out of the jam here. This one's popped up. This can help. Pratt has an opportunity to catch it. 2 steps into, well, it comes back into fair territory because of the wind. And there's a big first out there. So Cowles 0 for 1, the 8-hole hitter. The right fielder at the plate now. Good pitch there. We're going to say it's away. Umpire's been pretty good today, so we're not going to question that too much. Swing and a miss, so we're even, probably back where we should be. Tries to stay with that pitch down and away. It's 2-1. And it's 3-1. And all 3 misses have been pretty much in the same location here in this at bat with Cowles. Houston Walker, the center fielder, stands on deck for the Saints, assuming they don't go to the bench. And that's a walk.
Number 6, Houston
Walker grounded out to Weldon. His first time up. He's the 9-hole hitter, so a big at bat here in this baseball game as the lineup can turn over. With trouble a brewing. Strike 1 called. Runner's not going. Pops them up. It's foul. It's 0-2. Would have really liked that one to found the glove. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Great time to pick up a strikeout there. So that's the second out of the inning. So now you're pitching to the top of the order with 2 away. And Rogers, who is 0 for 2, 5-3, 1-3. And his 2 previous at bats. Good pitch there, bottom of the zone, strike 1. Live there, Hayden Smith, really good pitch. No 1 pitch. He tries to go back down there, just a little bit too low. And we're even at 1-1. Ooh, thought that was the same pitch as the first called strike. So it's a 2-1 count now. tugs that one just a bit out of the zone. 3-1. Now you're in danger of loading the bases. Photopoulos on deck. Ball 4. And they are loaded. And that will bring out Coach Chris McMinn. Going to assume that will come with a pitching change. Generally, when Chris makes the stroll, you're setting up a defense or you're making a change. There's no defense to set up here with 2 away, and it will be a change. And it will be Connor Edge. So we'll let Edge get his warm-up tosses in, and we'll tell you about the senior right-hander when we come back. Chiefs leading by 2, but in a jam here in the 5th. All right, so it will be Connor Edge with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Edge 1A, 1B, depending on how you want to rank this rotation. This will be Edge's 13th appearance of the year. 40 1/3 have been tossed with a 1.21 ERA. He has struck out 41. He has only walked 7, so inching closer to a 6-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Opponents are hitting 163 off of the Etowamba Community College signee Connor Edge. He will be facing Cole Photopoulos and looking for 1 out. Photopoulos, a switch hitter in the 2-hole, has struck out from the left side, struck out from the right. He'll flip back over with the righty Edge on the mound. First pitch swinging, foul ball, 0-1. Wind picking back up, as you can probably hear in the microphone, is remaining, blowing straight out to center. 0-1 pitch, misses out of the zone. They will get the runner between third and home as Barnes snap throws down, and the rundown is completed. And another caught stealing by Magnolia Heights. That's their 13th of the year, lucky 13, and it gets them out of a bases-loaded jam. And we will move to the top of the 6th. Chiefs on top, 2-0. All right, so the Saints are going to the bullpen here in the top of the sixth. Brady Elrod, which means the DH will be killed in their lineup. On the mound, Elrod this year is got a 4.42 ERA. He is 1-1. This is his 8th appearance. He does have a save to his credit, as he will come in and try to keep the score at 2-0. Shaw Coley leading off, 1 for 2. Looks at the ball there. So Coley will get a look at the 1-0 off of Elrod. Breaking ball, good pitch, strike one. So you can close the book on Hunt Solomon, much as we anticipated based on the announcement from public address announcer here in the stadium. No other changes that we're aware of, but going back to that strike from Barnes to Pratt in the bottom of the 5th, just one of those things you really can't coach. Great job by two high baseball IQ people in Barnes and Pratt. That one misses low. The count now 2-1. Now it's 3-1, so one pitch away from a leadoff base runner for the 3rd time this afternoon, potentially. Excuse me, the 4th time as Coley led off his last time. Bouncer through the right side, and there it is. So a leadoff base runner for the 4th time this afternoon, as I had miscounted my own writing. So Jack Price, who has a sacrifice bunt to his credit last time up, will come to the plate now. He's 0 for 1 officially. And you can best believe the bunt will most likely be on here. You're trying to stretch a lead here late in the baseball game. And Elrod took a couple of steps to the dugout. Not sure what that was about. A couple of steps towards his own dugout, maybe so he could hear as the winds picked up just a bit. Bunt is on. Pitch is low. There is no throw behind at Coley. Price squares a little earlier this time. Slash on. Strike. Nope, never mind. Calls it a ball. Thank you very much. Chiefs will take it. 2-0 the count now. Thought the right hand had come up. It did not. So Price ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Bunts back on. Stolen base attempt by Coley. The throw is wide. It even gets the umpire on his backside and gets into center field. And now Coley stands at 3rd in a 3-0 count. So now you could really have some offensive creation if Price can find a way on and get them to the corner for Weldon. The infield will come in for the Saints. 3-0 is up, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Price, and they will be at the corner for Leland Weldon. Weldon's 0 for 2, but he has hit both of them hard, lined out to 3rd and hit a deep fly ball to center. And we'll have a quick conversation at the mound. Chiefs will take advantage of this break in the action as well. Braden Burford on deck. Mentioned it earlier. We'll mention again. Game 1 of the first round of the playoffs scheduled for Tuesday at 5 o'clock in Waynesboro, Mississippi, as the Chiefs will be on the road for Game 1, Games 2, and if 3 scheduled for Thursday afternoon back on the Hill. 4 o'clock scheduled first pitch for that one. Track and field north half. Field events on Wednesday. Running events on Saturday. Back down at Bio. And the golf team will be in the state tournament on Tuesday. So that's kind of athletics for the week ahead. Of course, weather could change every bit of what we just told you. So that's why it's important to follow us on all of our social media platforms so you can stay up to date. So they're at the corners for Weldon. Breaking ball, called a strike, 0-1. He told you Weldon's RBI numbers his last time up. We'll give those to you again. He has 13. With a chance to pick up number 14 here. Pickoff throw over. Price back easily. And I've got it 0-1 on the scoreboard, but it's actually 1-0. So we'll correct that for you. Breaking ball outside, 2-0. So now the Chiefs really in control of this inning. If they can take advantage of it. In the dirt, 3-0. So one pitch away from them being loaded, a situation that the Saints couldn't take advantage of just a half inning ago. Ball 4. Oh, excuse me, that's ball 3. I guess I missed a pitch. And there's ball 4. And they're now officially loaded for Burford. Burford is 0 for 2, 5-3 F7. In his previous at-bats, Burford 16 RBIs on the year. And the music has been queued up and the call to the bullpen has been made. We'll tell you about the new Briarcrest pitcher when we return. They're loaded for the Chiefs in the top of the 6th. All right, Luke McGee will be the new right-hander for the Saints. He will come in from left field as they had killed the DH with Elrod coming to the mound just a short time ago. Burford, as we mentioned, coming to the plate. 297 on the year for Burford with runners in scoring position. 16 RBIs for the senior. Would assume we might get to see Cole Prosick this inning as well. But the Chiefs have been victim of a triple play once already this year, so we won't get too far ahead of ourselves. McGee This is only, again, these stats are according to Max Preps. This is only his second appearance of the year. He has not factored in a decision. He's got a 3.50 ERA. First pitch breaking ball misses outside. So the Saints have walked the previous two after the single from Coley to start us off. And that was a 3-1 count when Coley connected there. And that one's down and out. And the take sign given from Chris McMahon is the first two from McGee have not been close. And we will move to a 3-0 count as that one almost gets away from the catcher, Holland. Taking all the way, strike one. And it's ball 4, and that's the third run of the baseball game, getting set to cross the plate for the Chiefs. And they will be loaded for Prosek, who is 2 for 3 on the afternoon with 2 singles, one of those being a bunt single when the Saints tried to shift him. He put it down the third base line. Breaking ball in there for a strike. The best pitch McGee has thrown to this point. And you see the respect for Prosek, 11 home runs on the year, and you understand why. There we go, first pitch breaking ball there. Inside, we're even. 24 RBIs. Looking to add to it here. Gets a fastball by him in a 1-1 count. Now it's 1-2. It's in the dirt. We'll go to 2-2. Oh, just missed it. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bouncer called foul in the box, and also rolls foul. Home plate umpire quickly on that call. We had a little situation in the JV game where there was a clear and obvious foul ball. Clear and obvious to everyone but the home plate umpire. So bouncer to the second baseman, Polis, who goes to the shortstop, saves off the bag, and then Prosek beats it there. So everyone's safe. And the 4th run of the game will cross on the fielder's choice. The arrow, if you're going to give one, would be to the second baseman as it pulled the shortstop off the bag. So there's not an out recorded anywhere. They're loaded for Trey Miller with nobody out. Weldon at first, Burford at second, now Prosek at first. Strike one called. Miller is 1 for 3. A single, a line out to center, and a strikeout looking. Pops it up, 0-2. Is where the count will move. Miller stands in for the 4th time this afternoon. Outside, 1-2. Oh, and the home plate umpire will say he went. So Miller is down swinging, and he's unable to check it there for the first out of the inning. Unlucky break there. And Ethan Barnes come to the plate now, looking for his first hit of the afternoon. It couldn't come at a better time. You're looking to take the grand slam out of play here. This one's low, 1-0. Got to really lock in here. Trying to see something above the belt. Here's the 1-0. Hit sharply to third. Rogers to second for 1. Struggles to get it out. And Barnes is able to beat it out. And the 5th run crosses. And the put out does occur at second base for the second out of the inning. So Barnes remains hitless. The Chiefs push another one across. And Preston Sowell, who is 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs, with a chance to add to that total. An inch closer to his longtime teammate and friend Barnes in the category of RBIs. He now sits at 33 on the year. Breaking ball misses. One-0 pitch. And Sowell takes a big aggressive cut at it. Fouls it straight back. Counts even now. Drumheller's come on to run again here for Barnes. We'll see if he goes in motion here in the 1-1. He does not. Snap throw down high. And ball 2 called. Field umpire was shaking his head, so I'm going to assume he was saying no tag. Here's the 2-1. This one's popped up foul. We'll go to 2-2. So now you could see Drumheller go in motion, anticipating a breaking ball. Chance to give him a jump start, potentially score from first on anything in the gap. And it's up, ball 3. So now he'll get the jump start for free. Will Drumheller. So McGee sets. And he'll step off. Now he sets. Here's the payoff. Ball 4. They treated it like the base was open. They went with a breaking ball, and they're back loaded for Pratt. So Pratt 0 for 3. L4 strikeout 5-3 in his previous plate appearances. This one's hit well to center, but Walker, about 6 steps in front of the wall, will secure it. The Chiefs find a way to put up 2 and take a 5-0 lead here into the bottom of the 6th. There's 6 outs to go here in this one. Bottom of the 6th, Cole Fotopoulos, who was at the plate when the 5th ended, takes a breaking ball from edge outside. Shows bunt again. It's a good one. Pratt will have to make a great play. Throws on the run, and he does. Weldon's able to hold the bag. Nice play, Quincy Pratt, 5-3. Cole Fotopoulos is retired. Braden Holland now will come to the plate. A great bunt from Fotopoulos, but Quincy Pratt, next level defender, made it look easy. Big swing there from Holland, 0-1. Fastball misses up. This one's popped up. Pratt giving chase. He's in foul territory by about 3 steps. And Quincy Pratt, the first 2 outs of this inning. So Luke McGee, 3rd plate appearance. He's officially 1-for-1 with a single and a walk. Bouncer, but it catches McGee in the box. So a foul ball. See if we can get a ground ball to Quincy here. For the 2nd time today, both 3rd basemen will collect all 3 putouts in an inning. Never not sure I've ever seen that one. That one gets all the way to the wall, and it's a 2-out double for the Saints. I lost track of the baseball for just a second. But McGee will go to 2 for 2. So Taylor Brady, 0 for 2. Left-handed swinger. Good pitch, bottom of the zone. Called a ball. Edge sets at the belt. 1-0 coming. 2-0 after that one misses low. Good pitch there, 2-1. Swing and a miss. Barnes bluffs a throw down to second. There was nobody there as the Chiefs are playing defense. Here, just casually working the runner in a 5-0 baseball game. Really good pitch there from Edge, but an even better take from Brady. And we are full. Payoff pitch. Bouncer to third, and we're going to see it maybe. Yes, sir. For the second time today, the third baseman has collected all 3 putouts in an inning. This time is Quincy Pratt. So 5-3 on that one, and that will do it for the bottom of the 6th. We'll go to the Chief half of the 7th in just a moment. Shaw Coley getting set to lead off the Magnolia Heights 7th inning. Coley led off the 6th. Ended up being a 3-run frame for the Chiefs. He takes ball 1 there. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Coley 2 for 3. This is his 3rd time leading off an inning in this baseball game as well. And the count will move to 2-1. Called strike 2. fouled off down the right field side. Will remain 2-2. Ball 3, and Coley has worked full count here in the 7th. Bouncer foul into the Saints dugout. Ball 4. Coley works the leadoff walk. So good day at the plate for Shaw Coley. Jack Price. He's officially 0 for 1 thanks to a sacrifice bunt and a walk in his last at bat. This is outside for ball 1. Price pops this one up right on top of us. We'll go to 1-1. And they will pick off, or attempt to pick off Coley. Back in standing up. This one's hit well to left center field. It'll get down. Coley will get to third. Coley will round third. He'll head for home. Jack Price with an RBI double, and it's now 6-0 Magnolia Heights. So now Weldon will come to the plate. 0 for 2 with a couple of balls hit hard. See if we can trade places here with Weldon and Price. Weldon taking a strike there. We'll even up at 1-1. Bouncer foul. Count will go to 1-2. This was a bounce for the third. Rogers charges, takes a look over at Price. And Weldon's retired 5-3. Braden Burford 0 for 2 with an RBI here this afternoon. That RBI came via the walk last time up. Watches that one go by. 1-0. Misses low. We'll go to 2-0. Strike one called. This was popped up into the triangle. Second baseman Fotopoulos ends up making a nice play for the second out. So there's 2 away for Prosick. So Carl Prosick 2 for 4. Getting a chance to bat with a runner in scoring position here in the 7th. Misses outside, 1-0. Pitch, misses outside, 2-0. They'll snap throw down to second. Price is out. He got a little too far off the bag, and Prosick is left standing in the box. So that'll do it for the Chiefs half the 7th. We'll see what they elect to do on the mound to try to close this one out. Cole Prosick looking to close this one out for the Chiefs. It will be 6, 7, 8 due up for the Saints. Prosick on the mound is making his 11th appearance of the year. That's second on the team to Edge. And tied with Hayden Smith. Count's even in a ball and a strike. This one's popped up foul. 1-2. We'll go the count. Clayton Speck. Speaking of 1-2, he's 1 for 2 with a double his last time up. Breaking ball misses low. We're even at 2-2. Prosick 39 and a third, 1.07 ERA. And that's a walk. To lead off the seventh. And Hunter Lacefield, we're going to take this chance to trot out to the mound. Prosick a .84, 814 whip. And opponents are hitting 168 off the junior right-hander. And the home plate umpire going to let this be a short-lived conference, as he is already on his way out there to try to break it up. The defensive replacement for Prosick is Cooley. He has moved to second. Carter Drumheller now stands in left. And it's ball one to Elrod. This one's hit to center. Burford retreats by about 6 steps, and there's out number one. Caleb Cowles officially 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. Fastball called a strike. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from Barnes just a couple of steps, but not far enough for Speck to advance. Doubles up the breaking ball. That one's in the dirt. 1-2. Good block by Barnes. Strike 3 called, and that will be the second out of the seventh. As Cowles is down on strikes, Houston Walker will come to the plate now. So the Chiefs 1 out away from ending this one and improving to 31-4. Good pitch, called a ball. Strike one there. Here's the 1-1. Popped up to right. Price ranging over. And it gets down as Price drops it. Not real sure if he got in the sun or what. So he lost it in the sun, and they'll be at the corner. So the lineup will turn over. As the single for Walker. Top of the order, Rogers. With the runners at the corners. Blinded a little bit by our dugout, but saw everyone turn and look at the sun after that ball hit the ground. As Price lost it. And what little sun is beaming through. That misses outside, 1-1. So Prosick having to work a little bit more in the seventh than he'd probably like. Ball gets away. Umpire didn't signal that he got a tip of it, or a piece of it, so the runner could have gone if he had chosen to. So now you're 1 pitch away from ending this thing again. And that one's low, and it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Bouncer to third. Tweener hop. Pratt fields it. Throws over in time, and that'll do it for this one this afternoon. Chiefs will win it 6-0. Chiefs pound out 8 hits and will commit 1 error. They will improve to 31-4 and will be back in action on Tuesday in Waynesboro. Coach Turner and Coach Scott will have that one for you here on the network.